Step into our universe with the Vanquishers TCG. Get exclusive access by joining our community at www.vanquisherstcg.com. Select a hero, equip weapons and armors, and vanquish your enemy.
I don't hear it on Twitch.
Well, that's not my fault. That's your fault.
Oh, now I do.
Mm,
Look at that. Naughty Games is
no
upset.
audio. Yo, hey, so
No,
It's not me. I know I'm good.
no, that was
no, we're good
definitely was
now.
not Mr. Jason. Jay, we're gonna have to hit that spiel one more again,
Okay,
brother.
we're gonna go back over it.
We're
That's
gonna go
fine.
right back again,
But it
man.
wasn't me, guys. It wasn't
But
me.
that voice is so beautiful today. I'm willing to listen to the
Oh
whole
man,
thing again.
I've been
Hey,
saving.
my name's
I've been
Jose.
saving my
I am the
voice for
web and
this.
app developer for Vanquishers TCG.
Wait,
He did
wait,
his
do the
quick. He's like, let me
Saigon.
just get out the
Wow,
Yo,
way.
we didn't
they
even
missed
we
the
didn't even.
Saigon impression. Bring that one back, though.
Yo,
Bring
nah, they can
Saigon back,
visually
bro.
see it though.
All
Wait, do
right,
I gotta
guys.
get Saigon back on?
Uh-oh. Just to throw it out there, just gonna start from square one on my part. I talk about the social media and administration of Vanquishers TCG. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, you can hit us up in the Discord. You can directly message us. We are people that will talk back. We're not just gonna leave you hanging. So just be aware of that first off. We just want to shout out everybody who's done interviews with us and podcasts with us, and everyone like YouTubers we're running into that are just giving us feedback, and influencers that are showing love. Like I got a lot of love for everybody out there. I communicate every day with at least one or two influencers or YouTubers or somebody to talk about our game, to see about connecting with them, about working on future endeavors to get this thing rolling out. While we were at Collecticon in Orlando, me and Jose were bootstrapping it. So that just means we had flyers, we had a few cards, we had our one of our last three energy overload cards from the last giveaway at the end of 2021, and those are gone now, so we don't have any more. The only way you can get one now is through the giveaway on on the Great White North's video. You watch it, leave a comment on what weapon or a card you saw in the video that you like, describe it, and you could be in the drawings to get the last card. He's basically gonna get the last card to do as a giveaway. So just be on the lookout for that. So go and check him out with that. A lot of love for Maximilian, man. A lot of love for him since day one. He was one of early person in our Discord, and he was always showing love and seeing how we were developing. So just really want to shout him out a lot. He actually has the same name as my older brother, so I like him a lot. Just to go over the March giveaway. So the way our March giveaway is going, we have a new energy overload card. This is the only time we're going to print this card. Our manufacturer, stuff like that on the back end, we're working out right now because we were in the midst of switching from one manufacturer to another. But when it came down to it, we had to make some decisions. So we got the cards on the way for the energy overload giveaway that we're doing for March, because we hit over 1,000 on Instagram and over 100 in Discord. Our goal for this month is to hit 1,200 and to hit 200 people in Discord. So I think we can do that. I don't think we'll have any major issues. We're pretty close on both ends of that. And then the last part is just so you guys know, we're locked in for Megacon. So if you go to Megacon in Orlando, it's around May 19th through the 22nd. We're going to be in there on the 21st, handing out flyers. And you never know, we could have merch on us. We could have some cards. Yeah, I know you guys want that cardboard. So the best way to do that is possibly come see us. And just know in the future, we have options for people that can't come see us. So just know that if you're a Patreon member, you're one of the first to know what's going to happen. So just, you have that option. And we don't ever try to hit anyone over the head for Patreon. It's really to help us just develop the game. So just go ahead and check those things out. I promise you that we are here to make the community stronger, grow bigger. We want the gameplay to be the main thing for us. Because if the gameplay lasts for 20 years, the collectability and all the other stuff and the cool stuff is gonna happen. And don't worry, we got some crazy card stuff coming that's gonna be coming for the future. So just be on the lookout for that. But that's basically everything I need to go over today.
All right. Well, Mr. Jason, we appreciate you so much. My man working hard on the back end with this stuff, and anyone that's interacted with Mr. Jason, especially on the Discord, knows he's there and responding very quickly. All right, Mr. Jose, aka in the background Saigon.
Buenas noches. ¿Cómo estamos?
Web and app updates. What do we got for the community?
Right now, beginning in a month or so, we have updated our roadmap. Pretty much, I think every month we will be updating our roadmap, either with the same goals that we already have on there now, or anyone that, or updating the ones that we surpassed. That's that for now for the website. I mean, other than the register part that we had earlier this week, I think the website's running pretty smoothly now. For the Teza, the counter system is going very well. I have pretty much everything set up. Probably except for like two things from the cards, and that'll be done soon. My biggest thing this week or so will be getting the dice roll to work. I've found something where I actually found dice, and I need to put them on the map and then make them things roll. So once they get the rolling, we are rolling. Other than that, that is one of my biggest things that I'm trying to get done. And then merch. Get your merch, baby. It only helps us out in the future.
Oh, he's so special, man.
Yeah, I know. I will be creating this shirt and putting it on the store, brand new. You know what I'm saying? So give me a day or two. I'll get it up there for you guys.
All right. Well, hey, that's what's up. I think we had a couple requests for that shirt prior to, so I guess we'll go ahead and get that on up for those people. All right. So is that it for the web and app, Mr. Jose?
I think so, my good friend.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and move real quick into the, of course, we do this every time we update new cards. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Tabletop Simulator and then, of course, the physical card game. We're going to be talking again about the Spotlight on Tabletop Sim. I believe we're still on the Spotlight. So you have not clicked the game to play it. I don't even know what you're waiting for, man. Just click the game, play it. It's definitely free to subscribe. Play the game, and we're also doing little mini events in between the game, like releasing booster pack cards, kind of delivering that experience that we plan on doing in the physical card game for those that open up booster packs, are able to get access to brand new cards to the series. We had a couple questions within the community. How can I get, Brandon, here real quick, how can I possibly get any of the cards that already came out? What can I do?
You can go onto the Discord and you can meet a friend.
Oh, okay.
And then ask them to copy their booster pack. Or you can come play me every Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come check me out.
Oh, I think
I'll
he was definitely
waiting.
calling everybody out right now. He's calling y'all out. So listen, not only he's going to show you how to play, and not only he's calling you out, but he's also going to give you some cards that you don't got. So you definitely want to check in with Mr. Brandon. He does play every Sunday at 8:30 Eastern Standard.
Yes, 8:30.
8:30.
And that's PM, not AM. Don't come at me at 8:30 in the morning.
He definitely won't be there. Yeah, he definitely will not be there. So yeah, definitely want to check in with Mr. Brandon. Then you could message him throughout the week too, just to make sure that there is a slot open.
I'm always in the Discord.
He has a dedicated,
so whatever you need, whatever you're asking, I try to answer it.
Yeah. So I mean, especially if you want to set up a gameplay with him at a specific time, he may be having something. He may have something lined up with another player. So definitely reach out to him.
And even if I can't make it out there, you can still go to our rules section and you can ask general questions about the game, and we'll make sure that we'll get them covered for you.
Yeah. So we also had another minor issues, I guess, with the Tabletop Simulator, which we resolved. So one of the issues was the life counter, the life shield and storage energy point counters. They were kind of bugging out and they're kind of glitching. This is a Tabletop Simulator UI issue. If you're ever playing a game and you are having some kind of minor issues with that happening, we highly recommend for you guys to just restart the game, like literally reboot it. If you reboot it, it'll reset everything back to its factory settings, and it should work for the most part. I think if ever I've had the issue or anyone else had advised this, it resolves the issue. And this doesn't happen all the time. In fact, probably some of you guys aren't even experiencing this issue. But if you ever notice numbers on top of numbers glitching through the counter system, just restart the game, and it should resolve that issue. I've been trying to see if those ways on the back end I can help fix that issue, but I don't think it's a us on the back end thing. I just think it's kind of the way the software reboots and loads that asset.
I would definitely make sure you check that before you do anything else. Just
Right.
check it, give everything a good click, make sure it's working, because you don't want to be mid game and be like, oh man, this is really annoying.
Yeah,
And then you're stuck with it.
yeah, and also it may not be you experiencing the problem, it may be the guest that's in the room. So you want
Right.
them to double check it as well. Make sure they're seeing it because you may be seeing everything fine and they may be seeing the double numbers just to make sure before you get started. Yeah, that like
Yeah,
Brandon said.
TTS, they definitely have some little glitches that are out of our hands.
Yeah, and so another I guess there was another issue where one of our indicator cards that allow you to tell your conditions and stuff like that. The actual
Yeah, we were trying to
ability
get it to
slot,
work.
we actually got it to work. That was definitely us on the back end issue. So let me go on ahead and start the lobby real quick. We're gonna go ahead and showcase the fix real quick. Load.
Yeah, if you drop that yellow cube on there trying to
Yeah.
mark something, it just marked the whole card for you. It's like, here it is.
Yeah, I seen that issue. I actually fell into that issue. All right, real quick, let's go ahead and head right into the board real quick. All right, so you guys are obviously seeing my screen here. So one of the major issues was our cube was having issues on the tracker. So when you would place it on here, it would lock it literally right dead into the center, right? So that is a normal asset. That's more for the actual card itself to be able to lock itself in place if ever you do move the card. And it's designed to actually lock itself in place. But you should not no longer need that issue. So here we actually have it to where it's going to lock in the cube areas. I'm sorry, my screen's kind of moving all over the place. And it should lock in the right areas that you are into. So you'll see it kind of like give a ghost shadow look of the placement. Whatever condition you're in, whether if you're frozen, whether if you're shocked, glitched, cursed, which you shouldn't be right away. Those are for other heroes that are coming out. But stay tuned in a theater near you. But yeah, all the other conditions are absolutely working perfectly fine. So I know this was an issue for some of the other couple of people in the community. Brandon has addressed it, and we definitely fixed it on the back end. So it should be working, especially when we do the update tonight. As of right now, as we're speaking, the update has not happened. But once we're done with State of the Game, we'll update it and make sure that these features are working. Let me go ahead and place the dice back. So as you guys can see, this week we got another booster pack here. Let me go ahead and get rid of this top. The booster pack of this week is Mr. Solaris. He's back with another booster pack.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mr. Solaris.
That's my boy.
So let's see what Mr.
bringing that
Solaris. Yeah, let's see what Mr. Solaris delivered today on the actual squad. Man, see, I didn't even mean to pick him up. Boom. Immediately, you can see a gun. Immediately brought a gun right on in. So let's go ahead and take a quick look and review of this gun right here. We're going to let Mr. Brandon do what he does best and go through the highlights of... Oh, wait, I might be a little too far in. Go through a little bit of highlights of this actual weapon, which a lot of the people in our community are probably seeing this for the first time. You have not seen this gun if you've played in the past. It's actually a newer weapon within our lineup. And that made it into the booster pack. So, Mr. Brandon, do you mind explaining what kind of gun this is, what gun it is?
So, so this is definitely everyone's first time seeing this card. No one has seen this card before. So if you're going to go ahead and look at the top right, the first thing you're going to notice is that this is a hero item.
A hero
So,
item. What?
yeah, exactly. So outside of your unique hero item, so for Solaris, that would be the Ardent. Now you can also add the alteration to your deck. So say the Ardent happens to be like at the bottom of the deck, you'll have the alteration somewhere mixed in there, hopefully more towards the top.
Hold on. And I'm sure this is probably a question everyone's going to be asking. You're telling me that now any hero can use this card?
Yes, any hero.
Oh, wow. All right.
Right. And if you look underneath the name, it says any hero.
Oh, okay. It's self-explanatory. Gotcha.
All right, so this is a ranged weapon, and if you look at the cost, it's also a little cheaper than your average hero item. So this one costs 4 energy storage points there. All right, so if we come down here, we see that it targets for 6. It's going to deal 2 energy shield damage and then 2 critical damage. If we look at the abilities, we look at this first one, rapid targeting. If you miss the target enemy, you can attack the target again.
Wow.
So
That's
You
pretty
get
good.
two shots. Yeah, two chances at hitting your opponent. And then we have ambush. Abilities cannot stop you from targeting. So
Wow, how huge is that though?
that
Think
is
about
huge.
abilities that disables, and I'm sure that there may be a couple of characters that can do this, and I know definitely tech class are known for disabling a lot of things, and the fact that this gun cannot be disabled is awesome.
Now, real quick question on that. Is this active abilities or are we talking about any ability? Like card abilities?
States clearly abilities cannot stop it, so it would be every
All
ability,
right.
whether if it's an
There we
ability
go.
from a ability or if it's an ability from a weapon. It cannot stop the alteration from firing.
So watch out for them trap cards.
Yeah, unfortunately, the traps will trigger it, man. It'll definitely trigger the traps, but there are other weapons for that. So if people are fearing traps, we definitely had you guys, we had your backs on that. So this here real quick, and I'm sure that there's going to be a couple more follow-up questions. How many of these cards, of these hero items, can you have in your deck?
So you can have up to 4 of any card that isn't a unique card.
Wow.
Or the hero card.
Right. Well, whichever hero card's considered
Yeah,
unique.
so well, there would be no reason to have more than one hero card.
So this card itself, you can actually load 4 of these cards in your deck, giving you a higher probable chance of loading another weapon into your hero slot. That is awesome. That is awesome. So this is a pistol. It is a sidearm. This alteration should definitely be within your arsenal. You want to make sure you load this inside your kit. Make sure you save it. If you have not saved a weapon, if you have not saved any cards from the booster packs yet, this will definitely be one you're going to want to hang on to. Trust me when I tell you. All right, so let's...
Yeah, if you think you're going to go...
Stuff, I'm not going to give it to you. It's nice. It's mine. It's not yours, okay?
Yeah.
There goes Jose right there. That selfishness just kicked in real fast. My man said, it's mine. You don't get it.
This You definitely want to grab this and put it in your deck.
We got a question.
Oh, yes,
Go
yes.
ahead. What's
Go
the
ahead.
question here?
We got a question here, guys. It's Johnny's asking, I know this is probably in the rule book, but if you have that in play, can you replace it?
Of course.
Absolutely. Every weapon
just
can
do
be swapped out.
Use weapon swap.
Yeah, so weapon
Brandon,
swap.
tell them a quick way how the swap works with ammo and all that.
All right, so real quickly, if Charlie zooms us over to the game board,
Oh, yeah.
the board master over here. And actually, just bring that hero item with you. Why don't you? Just show them how that works, man.
We don't have ammo. We might have to phone a friend here for some ammo.
Well, hero weapon don't got ammo. So you good.
Phone a friend.
Well, technically, this would be in a hero
So
slot,
yeah,
so it
so the
wouldn't
hero
have
item,
ammo.
yeah, it would go into the hero item slot. So that one would not need any ammo.
See,
It would
that's what I
cost
said.
4 storage points. You would put it into play, and then when you get your ardent, when you finally get your ardent, that one's going to cost 6 storage points. So all you will do is simply take that alteration, discard it, and then play your hero item.
New card in place. Yeah.
Yep.
Really that simple. But the way that would work in regular cards, just so we can kind of answer the ammo and the other
Yeah, so
things.
with the ammo, it'll work this exact same way, but you can leave the ammo on
In
the
play,
board. So so you don't have to discard your ammo.
Yeah, so you just literally swap the weapon out, drop the new weapon in place, and the ammo that it had will remain.
The only other thing to remember about weapons as well is that when you swap for a weapon, it has to be a
Equal?
equal or greater.
Yeah.
So you can't go from an SMG back down to a pistol.
All right.
I think that covers everything. As far as that question goes.
All right. Well, I hope we answered that question. And if not, you can feel free to ask, and we'll be more than happy to clarify a little bit more in detail. So, alteration, definitely a must-have gun. I highly recommend you guys save this weapon into your guys' arsenal. It's a must-have gun.
If you think you're going to challenge someone and you don't have a few of these in your deck, then you're going to get worked.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps you get a weapon and fill into that slot while you wait for that signature setup.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next card here. We're going to move on to the next card. All right. So we have an elemental card that is an energy class type that kind of counteracts the one that we had from last week, or actually that's currently out right now. So if you have not saved it, save it, man. I highly recommend you guys save it because you're going to need this one for this one. All right. Mr. Brandon, you want to go ahead and cover on head what we got viewing here in the screen?
All right, so this right here is a weapon mod, and this one in particular is a solar power up. So if we look at the top, starting at the left, this is going to cost 2 storage energy points to get into play, and it's going to do 3 damage to your energy shield.
Okay.
So if we go down to the description there, solar energy mod. Attach this mod to any equipped weapon. All energy damage with this weapon is now solar damage.
So essentially, that 3 energy damage becomes solar damage.
Exactly.
So it's treated as kinetic damage. And I know that seems a bit confusing, and some people get a little bit of. But any class damage, which is solar, glacier, tech, ice, or solar, glacier, tech, and arc, is treated similarly to our kinetic damage. So it's literally the same type of damage. The difference is when you're playing energy class types, it'll multiply the damage if it's your weakness. So that's it, or resist the incoming damage, which is very important when you go into elemental classes. Which of course this is an advanced mode feature mod, but what kind of weapons will this attach to, Brandon?
So if we look at the bottom of this card, it's going to attach to range weapons, melee weapons, critical art, and hand-to-hand.
Okay.
All right. So the other thing to note about this card is that this isn't just the solar damage for just this mod. It also applies to your weapon. So if your weapon deals any energy damage, it's also going to change that energy.
All of it will get converted
to solar. Exactly. And when we're talking about proccing different abilities, especially if you're burned, you better watch out.
Oh yeah. So again, keep in mind, this will convert all of your energy damage into essentially that elemental damage, which converts it to kinetic damage, which means the damage will apply to the shield and life points at that point. So this is a huge mod to have in your deck, especially if you're playing advanced mode.
Oh yeah.
Because it'll convert all the energy damage into kinetic and just really stack damage and really punish the enemy that you put upon damaging with this. Now, here's my follow-up question, Mr. Brandon. Do you have to be a solar class to use this mod, or can you be any class to use this mod to attach it to your weapons?
I believe you can be any class to attach this to your weapon.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. So just keep in mind, you can actually carry multiple different element cards in your character's deck. He does not need to be, or she does not need to be that class specifically. So you can literally have one gun shooting arc and one gun shooting glacier, or one weapon shooting tech and another gun shooting solar. Like, you can modify these weapons from multiple different element outputs, and it will dish out some serious damage. And it's cool because certain characters are weaker to others, especially when you're playing playing Carnage, which we've played out a little bit. You're definitely going to want multiple different weaponry for firing at specific targets, and you'll be able to build yourself really a huge sandbox type build when it comes into these mods. So the elemental mods, you're definitely going to want to put in your arsenal. All right, so that about
Great
sums
card.
it up. All right, Let's move on to the final card of the deck. Final booster card. We're gonna move right into it. Oh, here we go. This is okay. I gotta tell you guys, this one here is definitely one of mine.
Ooh.
One of my favorites. I would make a build around this entire. I have good stories about this card, using it in combat. So let Brandon go ahead and cover through what this card is and what it does, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. So, Brandon, what kind of card are we viewing right here, right now?
So this is a Glacier ability card.
Okay.
All right. So this one is called. So this card is played as an ability. It's a support card. So this one's called Zero Life. Glacier class. Yeah, 0 life Glacier class. This one's gonna cost you 5, and that's because when we read this ability, you will understand.
Yeah.
Let's go down. Let's go down here and read this ability. Play this card face up. Your hero takes 0 life. damage for 2 turns when discarding this card. All enemies are frozen for 1 turn.
Yeah. This card has saved my life so many times.
So not only is it saving you for 2 turns, but it's essentially saving you for even a 3rd turn, and it allows you that's 3 turns in a row where you pretty much get to do what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, or at least you won't die, because if you still have your shields, unfortunately, it will penetrate through your shields. But this is not designed to play when your shields are up. This is absolutely designed to play when your shields are down. But then it'll give you that clutch, because if you do synergize it properly with synergy, you can freeze the enemy consequently, and then also hit them with something that stacks that, punish them for being frozen. And that's what Glacier class do very well. Very well.
Yeah, this is definitely a late game card, because if you play in this at the beginning of the game when they got full energy shield, you're wasting your time.
Yeah. Definitely timing on this one here, but it's a must have in your deck, and I cannot stress it. So I would definitely have this. This kind of from last week, I guess the builds when putting out a solar ability by the solar drain or the solar charge, I believe it was. No, it wasn't solar charge.
Solar flare?
It was solar flare. So in comparison to solar flare, where it's a rift and it's out in the field and you can constantly just set a blaze to the enemies, this one here is a support card, so you'll have to play it and then remove it. But it's a great support card in place for that Glacier class, but because it can allow you to use this card multiple times, whereas Solar Flare, once it's out in the field, it's an active card continuously for play. So you can have 4 of those cards, you just won't be able to benefit from all 4, whereas in this case, you could actually have all 4 in your deck and potentially play them multiple times in the fight and sustain as much, resist as much incoming damage, or stay alive as long as possible to pull off what you need to pull off next. All right, Mr. Brandon, that about covers up our 3 cards. So we have 3 powerful cards that we highly recommend you guys log into Tabletop Simulator. We do have instructions at the bottom of the booster pack on how to save these cards in your deck. If you have any questions, if that is not even clear enough, you can reach out to us on Discord, or Brandon specifically, and we will guide you on how to get these cards saved. It seems like Brandon is our archive right now, so if you do not have any cards and the community members cannot sync online with you, Brandon is online every single Sunday at 8:30. Of course, we would like to... Eastern Standard Time, correct. Let me make sure that that's out there. But again, this is what he's designed to be on. In case things happen, he'll give you a heads up ahead of time if you cannot show up on that Sunday for whatever anonymous reason. But if you do want to
be there.
Oh, that's that commitment right
I will be there.
You see that? That's that commitment only Brandon can give and deliver. So, yeah, we'll definitely have these cards. He'll have the cards available as well if you do need to get caught up on a couple cards because you just joined the community. Welcome, number 1, and we appreciate you guys, by the way. But
It was so serious how he said it, though. He was like, I'll be there.
He did it with the most interesting man voice.
I'll be there. I'm trying to beat out Jason. He just
no. And the sad part was we didn't record that intro, man. Dang.
Oh, we did. We missed it all. That's right.
Man, y'all had Jason had it prepared for that launch. But yeah, so just make sure that when you guys go ahead and log in, save the card. You can save the whole booster pack in your deck if that's what you want to do. That's fine. But here at the very bottom, we do have the instructions on how to save the card to your deck. Once we start talking a little bit about tournaments, and I know we've talked about this in the past, and we know also it's on our roadmap, but we don't talk too much about the tournaments because we're still structuring a little bit here and there for the tournaments. But just know when they do happen, we will probably end up doing a segment of showing you guys how to make a build. Saving those builds is the same way you would save individual cards. You can actually title your builds, whatever you want to call it. You can call it Solaris's, energy drainer, and then another one as Solaris's solar attack. And you can make multiple different types of builds with these.
So yeah, make sure you save those builds like Charlie is saying into your saved objects, and then it's real easy to pull them out and use them during the game. And all you got to do is whoever's hosting, just promote whoever you're playing, and then they can start pulling out their own decks. So.
Right, and they could drop it right onto the table for you guys to go ahead and play. That's essentially how we're going to do our tournaments. And I know it's a lot more verbiage than it is. We'll be showing you guys exactly what we're talking about. Probably Brandon and I will simulate it and show you guys how to save it and then how to actually export it out into the table. And you can do this on your personal rigs as well. If you guys do have it and you're making builds, you can right-click, save object, and that entire build will be saved in your objects area, and you could just drop it right on the table and go to work. So it's a great tool to have, especially if you're building decks. And I know that we have people in the community now starting to make their own builds and stuff like that. So again, we got an open sandbox here for you guys to go in and just go all out. And we did get a couple of requests for the communities as far as potentially making a build section. If that's what you guys really want, let us know, and we'll be more than happy to put that as part of the Discord channel on people's builds and different layouts. If people have any questions or even want to challenge out the builds, hey, listen, that's what we're here in the community, man. We love challenges, and we love making challenges, and we love battling and playing and just enjoying the game all together. And we love to see different types of builds. We would love to see what you guys put together, honestly. So if that's something that you guys want in the community, please let us know that. All right, Brandon, is there anything else on the Tabletop Sim as far as updates or any other concerns that we want to address tonight?
Not that I can think of. I think we about covered it all. We had a lot there, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Especially with these new cards, man, that alteration, bro. I'm definitely going to end up putting that in my deck. Man, I'm definitely going to end up as soon. In fact, once we go live. I think people are really going to be enjoying that. Once we go live with it tonight, I'm going to log in. I'm going to save it and make sure I have these cards in my actual arsenal. I know it sounds kind of weird, right? As the developers, don't you guys create it? Yeah, but we're also honorable to the system, too. We have to save them because when we wipe them, we don't even have them on the back end unless we save them.
So I can't use those other cards that I have saved then?
You can use those until I update them. You can use them until I update them in the meantime. So, yeah. I don't know how soon that's going to be, but once they get updated, we'll definitely be updating those in the actual... So, yeah.
Got a question, guys. We got a question.
Yes, sir.
What is the lore in calling it Zero Life?
Oh.
That's
Mr.
the question.
Ion. That's a huge question. So, with that, we've been putting together a lot of lore and different ways and avenues. With calling that Zero Life specifically is because it is a conjuring ability that a glacier conjurer at one time was able to freeze their existence essentially to allow them to not even die. So, I mean, it's a lot more complex than that for the glacier class, which was Order 3. Order 3 did a lot of, let's just say, rule bending stuff. So we are currently putting a lot of our lore together right now as we speak. Jason and I just got done talking with a gentleman that's helping us putting them out in comics. I know that we've been kind of talking about that a little bit, but a lot more sequences. And Jason just put together a really cool script for or backstories and stuff like that with Vale and Solaris. So it might be in there. I mean, you never know. You never know.
Looks like people seeing some shiny boxes in the background.
Oh, somebody's got a good eye. What?
Somebody's seeing more boxes. Hold on, man. I was meaning to take those down. Yeah, hold on. Let me.
Guys, before we got on the stream, we were doing some things, guys.
Yeah,
just know we got stuff.
Yeah. He took. Ooh. Turn up the lights.
Burn off the light a little bit. Look, it even wants to pull me off focus. All right, let's go ahead and get it back in the dark. That's how we like it here. We like it in the Rift. The Rift be a little bit dark, you know. Parallax universe. But yeah, we really do appreciate all you guys that are joining in, that is supporting our movement. This is why we do this every week. This is why we take times out of our family to spend time with you guys and give you guys updates and questions and hopefully try to update as much as we can during the state of the game if we have not addressed it with you guys in the Discord community. Even if we did, we'll still probably put it in the state of the game as a couple of topics just to make sure that we are clarifying as much as we can. But we are putting a lot of stuff together in the back ends. I mean, it doesn't end even with state of the game. We're literally online even after state of the game to finalize a couple of more things. So before we end this segment tonight, Mr. Jason, do we have any shout outs that we got to do tonight?
We always got a shout out, man. We always got something to say, man.
Yeah. So while Jason's going in and make sure he gets his thing up and running before he closed out that segment there. Again, we won't be putting out booster packs until every other week. So I know we've had some questions about people's thinking we were putting them out weekly. We're putting them out every other week. So tonight we'll upload it tonight. I'll make sure I update it as soon as we get done with the tabletop. As soon as we get done with State of the Game, and we will definitely be uploading that onto the Tabletop Simulator so you guys can log in immediately, play tonight, get the cards, start making some crazy outlandish builds, and post them, man. Let us see what you guys are coming up with, and let us know what outcomes are. I mean, even if you guys are playing the game, if you could record it and send it to us, man, we'll take that and we'll post that everywhere, man. We'll love to see what the gameplays are looking like. So, Mr. Jason, let me go ahead and give you this spotlight right there real quick. Do we have any shout-outs for anybody tonight? Let's give you the camera.
All right. All right. So guys, just want to go ahead and put it out there. You know, our Patreon, we honestly do this, the Patreon, for you guys to help us develop the game. We're gonna give you early access. We're gonna get you early connection to some things. Jose's working on some links and some things and some extra stuff that not everyone's gonna get access to unless you're part of our Patreon. So just right now, we're gonna shout out everybody from our Patreon, and then we're gonna keep it moving from there. So shout out to Sayed G. I can't pronounce your last name, so I promise you I want to know how to, but I can't pronounce that.
Don't want to butcher
it. Sayed, Chris Ryan, Stephen Williams, BK, Kevin Lowe, Paul Tuffus, Devil Dog, Martin Wright, Angie, Ramore, Michael Rogers, Mr. J, Rosie, Rico, Caleb, Connor, Nikolai G, Norma, Carmen, Miss Bethany, Ultimate Chaos, all you guys. We really appreciate that you guys are supporting our dreams.
Absolutely.
And helping us develop this game.
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. We appreciate all you guys with all those things. Just so you guys know, while Jason was giving that countdown, we currently updated the actual Tabletop Sim. So you can actually go online right now as we speak and start getting into the game, man. Load it up. Go ahead and go nuts tonight, man. In fact, let us even know on Discord what kind of build y'all did if y'all did play tonight. All right. So
if you missed out on that booster pack, you're going to have to go on the Discord. Go link up, meet a friend.
You're not gonna get it from me. Remember
phone a friend, text a friend. Do not communicate with Jose for nothing. Apparently.
Yeah. No.
Selfish Betty here. Watch, because you play against him, he gonna beat you, and you'll never let it go. He'll never let it go. So
that's what you get.
Just so you know what you get with Jose. If he plays you and beats you, he'll never play you again. Just know that. So beat him so bad. He'll never want to play you again. He's gonna take that.
I want to shout out. Let me shout out Johnny as well. He's one of our Patreon members too. He just pledged, man. So I appreciate you, brother. We appreciate all the love.
Oh, yo, you didn't know we did live updates. We did.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
We're gonna give you a live action one tonight, brother. We do appreciate your support. You've always been very supportive in our project, man. Thank you so very much, man. Real talk. But before we end the segment, Mr. Brandon, what do we have to do? Please let them know.
Just love us, follow us, subscribe, hit the like button, do whatever you got to do. But most importantly, hit that bell icon.
Oh, yes.
You haven't been keeping up, and that's not my fault. I told you. Hit the bell icon.
He's telling y'all hit that bell, man. I'd definitely be hitting that bell.
That's not my fault.
Yeah, I think Brandon. I think Brandon stepped it up when he said that you love us and stuff. I don't know. I don't really hear him talk that way, but man, that must be love coming from that man's heart. All right, guys. So before we go ahead and end this segment until the next State of the Game, we appreciate all you guys' support and everything that you guys are doing with us and running along with this journey. All right. So until the next State of the Game, Vanquishers
out.
Oh, you tizzle. Bye.